Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. Tonight, we've got a sizzling rumor that could reshape the Lakers' front court for the rest of the season and beyond. Rumors are swirling that Los Angeles is eyeing a familiar face, a former All-Star big man whose skill set could provide the perfect stopgap solution at center. But before we reveal who it is, let's set the stage for why this move could be a game-changer. It all started with whispers in the league offices and a cryptic report suggesting that the Lakers are exploring every avenue to shore up their interior defense and rebounding. With Anthony Davis sidelined for the next few weeks and with a playoff push heating up, the Lakers suddenly find themselves thin at the rim. Their current options, rookies, role players, and those on two-way deals, simply aren't enough to withstand the physical demands of deep postseason play. That's when insiders began to float the possibility of bringing in a veteran big who knows how to dominate the paint. Now, most of you have probably seen the headlines hinting at a former teammate of Trae Young being on the radar for a short-term free agent deal. That teammate just happens to be a seasoned rim protector who spent multiple seasons as a starter in Atlanta, anchoring defenses and finishing in the top 10 in blocks per game. He's no stranger to high-stakes games. He's had his share of deep playoff runs, he can crash the offensive glass, and he can set the kind of screen that frees a superstar guard for a wide-open three. Could this be the missing piece the Lakers need? Let's dig deeper. The player in question has made a career of holding his ground against the league's most dominant centers. He's known for his mobility, surprising agility, and a willingness to rotate from the weak side on help defense. Even when he doesn't rack up huge scoring numbers, his presence on the floor alters opponents' game plans. Teams have learned to avoid sending drives into the paint on his side and to pull their stars out to the perimeter rather than risk finishing at the rim. If he were to don purple and gold, how would that impact the Lakers' defensive rating? Could we see a measurable drop in opponent field goal percentage at the rim? On the offensive end, this veteran center is hardly a liability. He can catch lobs, finish around the basket with authority, and occasionally step out for a short jumper. His free throw shooting, while not stellar, has improved over the years, and he's more than capable of converting in crunch time. Moreover, his pick-and-pop ability adds another wrinkle to the Lakers' playbook. Imagine LeBron James or Russell Westbrook driving baseline, freezing the defense, and kicking out to this big man for a mid-range shot. It's exactly the kind of diversification the Lakers crave when looking for ways to keep defenses honest. Now, I know what you're thinking. Could this be too good to be true? After all, the Lakers don't typically throw big contracts at short-term rentals. Yet, this particular veteran is currently a free agent, a fact that makes a deal far more feasible. Instead of having to negotiate a buyout or pull off a separate trade, the Lakers could simply offer a minimum salary contract and secure immediate depth behind AD. That would leave them with maximum flexibility in the summer, preserving cap space, for a more permanent solution while still shoring up the roster for the here and now. But let's not forget the potential drawbacks. Bringing in a stopgap center could disrupt team chemistry, especially if the newcomer needs time to learn Joe Lacob's version of the Lakers' defensive principles. He might not be fully in sync with the current rotation, and there's always the risk of injury when adding a veteran who's logged heavy minutes over the years. Would this gamble be worth the potential cost? Could the Lakers integrate him seamlessly, or would it take precious weeks before he's up to speed? In the minds of Lakers executives, though, time is of the essence. The margin for error in a playoff push is razor thin, and without a true anchor in the paint, the team risks giving up back-to-back drives and second-chance points. That's where this veteran's value skyrockets. Even if he plays limited minutes, say 15 to 20 per game, his mere presence could change how opponents attack the paint and how Lakers' wings rotate on defense. It's also worth considering the fan reaction. Lakers fans have seen their share of short-term signings that failed to deliver, from players who simply didn't fit the system to those who showed up out of shape. But this particular player brings more than just physical tools. He brings credibility. He's been a leader in the locker room, praised by teammates for his professionalism and work ethic. That intangible quality can't be measured in box score stats, but it's often the catalyst for a mid-season turnaround. Now, let's play a quick round of What If? What if this rumor is true, and the Lakers announce the signing on Thursday? Imagine the buzz in the fan base. Excitement, a renewed sense of confidence and optimism that perhaps, and just perhaps, this veteran's arrival could be the spark that ignites a late-season run. What if, in his debut, he records a double-double? With a handful of blocks and a game-winning putback, can you picture the playoff matchup shifting in the Lakers' favor, with opponents forced to adjust their schemes on the fly? On the flip side, we must ask, what if the Lakers pass on this opportunity and stick with their internal options? Could we see the team sputter through March and April, only to find that their lack of depth in the front court cost them a chance at home court advantage or, worse, a first-round exit? The stakes couldn't be higher. This rumor, if acted upon, represents a crossroads. Either the Lakers seize the moment and add a proven player to address a glaring need, or they risk repeating late-season struggles that have haunted them in recent years. As a die-hard Lakers fan, I'll be honest, I'm rooting for this move. I want to believe in the front office's ability to identify and secure the precise piece to elevate this roster. I want to see the look on the faces of opposing centers when they realize they must contend with another imposing figure inside. And I crave the possibility of seeing our team rediscover its defensive identity and interior toughness. Ultimately, this is where we leave it for now. The rumor mill is churning. The analytics teams are crunching the numbers, and the executives are deep in negotiations. Will the Lakers pull the trigger and sign this former all-star big man? Or will we emerge from the week relying on homegrown talent and hoping for a surprise breakout? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: every fan tuning in will feel the anticipation, the excitement, and, if this move comes to fruition, the exhilaration of knowing the Lakers didn't shy away from a bold, decisive swing. Stay locked in, because tomorrow we'll break down the reaction from around the NBA, analyze the impact on the Lakers' championship odds, and, most importantly, reveal how this potential signing could rewrite the narrative. For the rest of the season, what do you think? Could this veteran center be the X factor we've been missing? I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're as eager as I am for every twist in this blockbuster Lakers saga, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and ring that bell right now, because the next stretch of this rumor mill is about to kick into overdrive. Imagine waking up on Thursday to the official announcement: the Lakers have signed the veteran center formerly of the Hawks. Media outlets light up with highlights of his best blocks, his signature alley-oop finishes, and those screens that freed Trae Young for game-winning threes. Instantly, social media explodes. Insert Lakers front court, you stopgap big, you defense wins champs trending on X. The narrative shifts overnight from "Can the Lakers hold on without AD?" to "Watch the Lakers' paint presence swallow every opponent." But let's dive deeper into how this signing, if it happens, will ripple through the team on a day-to-day basis. First, practices at the UCLA Health Training Facility will transform. You'll see the new center feasting on two-man drills, showing off his patented drop-step moves in the post, and demonstrating the kind of close-out rotations that leave shooters with no space. Coaches will watch in approval as he corrals 50-50. Rebounds, barking instructions to junior bigs like Christian Wood and Jackson Hayes, mentoring them on boxing out and leverage. That veteran voice matters, especially for a young Lakers frontcourt still finding its identity. On game nights, the transformation is dramatic. The opposing team goes through shoot-around, still believing they can attack the rim against a patched-up Lakers roster. Then they step on court and see the new face guarding the paint. Suddenly, every drive into the lane is met with a wall. His length and timing shut down ball handlers before they can gather. He grabs offensive rebounds with brute force, leading fast breaks by timing outlet passes perfectly. And when the moment is big, he stands tall. A critical tip-out with 2.3 seconds left in the third quarter that turns a 3-point deficit into a tie game. Let's talk rotations. With this signing, Steve Kerr gains tremendous flexibility. He can stagger minutes between Anthony Davis and the new center to keep at least one big man fresh at all times. On nights Davis battles foul trouble, the stopgap center can slide into the starting lineup without a drop-off in rim protection. And in small ball lineups, Kerr can trust him to patrol the corners and guard pick-and-pop threats, enabling shooters like Austin Reeves and Malik Beasley to roam free without fear of backdoor cuts. Key lineups might feature LeBron, Westbrook, Reeves, small forward, and the veteran big man, a balanced blend of offense, defense, and rebounding. Now, let's weigh the potential cons. Bringing in a veteran on a short-term deal always carries risk. He might arrive slightly out of shape, take time to reacclimate to the system, or struggle with the Lakers' defensive schemes that emphasize help rotations and communication. There's also chemistry to consider. Will existing frontcourt players, like Wood, accept a reduced role? Could minutes become a source of friction in the locker room? These are real challenges that define midseason signings. Yet, the Lakers' veteran leadership core, LeBron, Davis, and Green, knows how to integrate newcomers. They'll set the tone, ensuring the new addition feels welcomed and understands the unified goal: a deep playoff run. From a statistical standpoint, imagine the impact on Lakers metrics. Currently, opponents convert around 58% of their shots at the rim against Los Angeles, a top 5 number, but not elite. With this veteran anchor, that mark could drop into the mid-50s, narrowing the gap between the Lakers and the league's best defenses. Offensive rebounding rates would climb by a few percentage points, translating to more second-chance points per game, a commodity vital in close contests. And in late-game situations, having that extra body in the paint could flip tight losses into narrow wins. Consider the ripple effects in the West playoff picture. When the smoke settles and teams jockey for seeding, opponents like the Nuggets, Suns, and Mavericks will have to account for the Lakers' newfound interior strength. They might avoid driving left at all costs, settling instead for contested jumpers that Davis and the veteran can contest. Suddenly, matchups that looked favorable for high-scoring guards become strategic minefields. The Lakers regain home court advantage possibilities, and their title odds tick upward in predictive models. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still a process. The front office must navigate salary cap rules, roster spots, and health protocols. They need to ensure the veteran center passes his physical and that the two-way and 3 veterans currently on the fringe know exactly where they fit in this reshaped depth chart. There may even be a last-minute pivot. If medical exams reveal a slight tweak needed, the Lakers could turn to an alternative veteran. Yet the fact that this player consistently surfaces in credible rumors suggests the organization has done its homework and sees a high reward-to-risk ratio. And here's my fan perspective. As I watch the tape of this veteran manhandling top opponents, on both ends, I feel that familiar rush of optimism, the feeling that the Lakers are doing everything in their power to seize this season. I can almost hear the roar of the crowd as LeBron lobs a perfect feed into the paint, the veteran catching it and power dunking home the exclamation point. It's the kind of moment that revives memories of past championship glories and fuels belief that we can climb to the top once more. So, as the Lakers prepare to finalize this potential signing, keep your ears open for official word. And even if the deal falls through, know that the organization's proactive approach sends a clear message. We're all in for a championship run. There's no standing still, no waiting for the off-season. Only aggressive moves designed to elevate this team to its rightful place among the NBA elite. Now, let me hear from you. Would you roll the dice on this veteran center? How do you envision him fitting alongside Davis and the starters? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to read all your takes. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's ride this wave together, because the chase is on and our Lakers are ready to roar.